Hello everyone, it is Saturday, March 23rd, in the year of our Lord, 2013. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome. And oh baby, we are paying tribute and homage to a magnificent trio of movies. That's right, Back to the Future, the Trilogy, 1, 2, and 3, 1989. 1985 for the first one, 1988 for the second one, 1989 for the third one. Although 2 and 3 were actually recorded together, believe it or not. Amazing. So yes. And of course, got to start off with the theme. It's only fitting, right? Steven Spielberg directed. Lots of great actors in these movies. So, with that said, let's get to our unofficial sponsors of the show. We've got Lucy's Big Burgers down here in Texas, where men are men and the bulls weren't scared. Texas is like a whole other country. And they're phenomenal folks that make incredible burgers, and they also got homemade ice cream and chicken fried steak on Friday, Saturday nights, hot dogs, you name it, they got it. Great ownership, great friends, and great times. So get your butt down to Lucy's Big Burgers, a phenomenal place indeed. And then we've also got, for today's Schlepper Saturday, aka Cinema Saturday, we've got a lovely lady, a phenomenal photographer, the one, the only, Kristen Lynn, out of, from Buffalo, Oklahoma, living in Missouri. Kristen Lynn Photography. She watches my show. I support her business. And, folks, amazing lady, absolutely beautiful. And, her pictures are out of this world. Incredible, incredible woman. And then we got my man, Dylan Richardson, with his site, The Sports Stuff. Check out thesportstuff.com. You want to talk sports, we can talk about all the NCAA college hoops. Like yesterday with number 15 seed, Florida Gulf Coast University, shocking the world and beating Georgetown. Wow, amazing. But anyway, so thesportstuff.com, the sports stuff, definite awesomeness there. And I am parched, I am thirsty. Been working on a DeLorean, busy as hell. And folks, let's bring out a good one, shall we? Why not? Tommyknocker Maple Nut Brown out of Idaho Springs, Colorado. This stuff is awesome. Only 4.5%, not that strong, but oh, it's a magnificent beer. Brewed with maple, flavorful brown ale, brewed with a touch of pure maple syrup. Here we go. Proper beer opening apparatus, proper technique. Now, no pop at all from my good friend Justin Dimmitt, the executive producer of the show, creator of the Beer and Song of the Day Facebook page, and the one who runs your Babe to the Day album. What a great way to start the show, huh? Theme song from Back to the Future. Oh, shit. Cheers and beers to all you Prusses, say in Germany. Kapai, as they say in Japan. Man, that's heavy. That is heavy. Oh, it's good. A definite solid A on that beer. Folks, let's kick it up a notch, shall we? How about we bring out The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News, 1985. Start this. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Because we got some birthday shout-outs for y'all right off the bat. My good friend Alison Pratt from back home. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure hearing from you. And, I hope you enjoy this here show. This is a special tribute to Back to the Future. Cinema Saturday, we go all out. And haven't heard from you in a while? Drop me a line, let me know how you're doing. Used to play at Farmville with you all the time. And a great lady indeed. So Alison, you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list. Happy birthday to a lovely lady I know from jolly old England, the one, the only, Pam Goolsby. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. A big shout out to your awesome half, Paul, a badass engine mechanic that I've known just about a little bit longer than you even. Paul and Pam, totally awesome. And Pam, hope you have a wicked awesome birthday. Hope you have. And you celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. And Paul, spoil the hell out of her. She certainly deserves it. All right. Next on the list. This guy's celebrating a milestone. I came back from Bible camp to England and met him. First person I ever met in my life that was born after I started the job I've been doing for over 21 years. And that would be my man, Robert Calise, a.k.a. Little Fetus. What up, Little Fetus? How you doing, man? Happy milestone birthday to you. Yeah, excuse me. Now, I know living in England, you can drink these legally anyway. But now, here in America, you can too. The pride of Agawam, Massachusetts, and a great young man. Robert, I'll give you the love doctor salute. I miss the hell out of you, buddy. And Little Fetus, let's have a beer together sometime, huh? You bring your ass down here to Yeehaw, Texas, if you can. I miss you, bud. I definitely miss you big time. You're a phenomenal young man. Hope you enjoy the show. Badass crew dog from jolly old England. Little Fetus, you have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. Celebrate like it's 1969, minus the acid. Next on the list, a great young man, a cop in Okinawa, Japan. And I've known the man from jolly old England. I worked with his dad in jolly old England. I performed the wedding ceremony of one Chuck Pope Jr. and his lovely better half, Kristina Pope. How you guys doing? I know Kristina's doing well. Chuck, I know you're doing well. I miss you guys big time. It was a pleasure and an honor performing your wedding ceremony April 13th in the year, by the way, 2012. And Chuck, I hope you're having a phenomenal birthday. Party it up. Enjoy. You have a wicked awesome day. Cheers and beers to you. Hope you enjoy the show. Kristina, always a pleasure chatting with you. Congratulations on winning that photo shoot contest. Maternity package. Very, very happy for you. Did everything I could to help hook you up, and I hope it was some help for you. So, Kristina, a big hearty cheers and beers to you as well. The Pope family gets the love doctor salute. And I know you guys watch whenever possible. Cheers and beers to all of you. Next on the list. My man, Blake Cushing. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Happy birthday to you. I saw you responded back. I know you're living it up, buddy. I know you are. Worked with you in jolly old England. Badass, bubble-chasing son of a gun. A hell of a leader of men and women in its. And he even worked in quality assurance as well. He does so many things. He's busier than a dyke in a hardware store, to quote the late great George Carlin. And quivering anus, yep, a.k.a. quality assurance. But Blake, my man, and a shout out to your better half, the lovely Holly Cushing. You guys are awesome, and I miss playing Texas Hold'em with you, and I miss teaching Blake about other new beers. Blake, I'm telling you right now, you need to find this stuff. Tommyknocker Maple Nut Brown. If you come down here to Yeehaw, Texas, where I'm at, you need to meet up with me, and I will show you some incredible beers. This is definitely one of the better ones. Tommyknocker Brewery, you got to get some. I promise you. Cheers and beers to you, Blake. You have a wicked awesome day. You as well, Holly. Hope you spoil that man. He certainly deserves it. And hope you enjoy the show. Alrighty. With that said, it is time for our, before I get to the celebrity birthdays, I think it's time to bring out the first hunk of the day. Folks, I got a little treat for you. We're going to have a bunch of them, alright? You know who that is? Ha-ha! George McFly, but of course, keep your damn hands off her. George McFly, super geek, but really unique. And folks, let's travel back to 1955, where when they first went back to 55 to Hill Valley, we heard this song playing, Mr. Sandman, this version by the Four Aces, 1954. It's a good one. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm more familiar with the Chordettes version, also from 1955. And I think they did that one before this one, but this is the one that was on the movie. This is the one we'll go and play. There you go, George McFly. I can't do his laugh. George McFly, played by Crispin Glover in the first one. And you know something? He was played by Jeffrey Weissman in part 2. And 3. George McFly is an older guy from 2015. He's a peeping Tom. Hey, you. Get your damn hands off her. Ah, classic. Oh, yeah, I got a drink. George McFly. Oh, hell, let's throw a few celebrity birthdays out there. How about... Why did I write the name? Oh, jeez, I wrote the... Jason Kidd, celebrating a milestone birthday. 40 years old today. Oh, there he is, the peeping Tom. Crispin Glover is George McFly. But yeah, Jason Kidd is 40 years old today. Basketball players we well know, predominantly with the Dallas Mavericks and New Jersey Nets. Get your damn hands off her. How about Chaka Khan? Chaka Khan, she is 60 today. And I remember her 26 years old in the Blues Brothers. Gorgeous as could be. Ooh. Vote McFly for senior class president. How about Carrie Russell? She's 37 today. Now, Carrie Russell is married to a friend of mine from back home. I'm not kidding you about this. My friend Shane Deary, a fellow graduate of Martha's Vineyard Beach High School class of 1993. And I've known Shane for over 20 years. And he is married to the lovely Felicity Carrie Russell, a total sweetheart. And he's a great man as well. So, pretty cool. Yep, connected to a celebrity. That I am. On this day in 1955, NBA badass basketball player Moses Malone was born. How about this guy? Born on this day in 1929, 84 years old today. Roger Bannister. That's right. The British man who in 1954, when the Four Aces version and the Chordettes version of Mr. Sandman came out, he was the first person to break the 4-minute mile. He broke the 4-minute barrier. And finally on this day in 1922, actor-comedian Marty Allen was born. He's 91 today. That deserves a Love Doctor salute. Folks, have I got a treat up the sleeve for you now? Okay? Because, see, what we're going to do here is, we know something that was playing in 1955. Remember the scene with them watching TV? That's right. What were they watching? Oh, yeah. because everybody wanted it in 1955. That's right, we got the Ballad of Davy Crockett. Fess Parker, this is from 1954. And of course, gotta have the coonskin cap.
Born on a mountaintop, Tennessee.
That's right.
Stayed in the land of the free.
And how about we bring out Claudia Wells and then Elizabeth Shue, because see, they both played Jennifer Parker, Marty McFly's girlfriend.
Fought single-handed through the Injun War till the creeks was whipped and the peace was restored.
And you know, the only reason why
Made himself a legend forevermore.
Claudia Wells did not play in 2 and 3 is because her mother ended up having breast cancer, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. They did a good job making them look the same, though.
His hand, but his Injun friends could keep their land. The rest of his life he took the stand that justice was due every redskin band. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Yeah.
Went off to Congress and served a spell, fixing up the government and laws as well. Took over Washington.
Ironically, I went to the Alamo today. I remember the Alamo. I was there.
Davy Crockett,
King of the wild frontier.
When he come home, his politicking done. The Western March had just begun. So he packed his gear and his trusty gun and lit out grinning to follow the sun. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. His land is biggest and his land is best. From grassy plains to the mountain crest. He's ahead of us all, beating the test, following his legend into the west. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Davy Crockett,
Yowza.
king of the wild frontier.
Oh, where are they now? I thought the Beehive went out in 1966. Well. There you go. So, let's see here. We're zipping through the songs a little faster than I wanted, so I think it's only fair, and I'm zipping through the beer wicked fast too. Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Good thing I got reinforcements. Bring out Harpoon Chocolate Stout from Boston, Massachusetts and Windsor, Vermont. This stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it. No percentage on it. It's probably floating around the 5% mark. Proper beer opening apparatus. Proper technique. Here we go. A little bit better pop from my man Justin. And a big shout out to my graphic designer, art director, Hunk of the Babe, photo album extraordinaire, and my executive director of the show, as Justin's the executive producer, and this lovely lady is also the executive chef of the show. The one, the only, Sarah Milligan. And a big hearty cheers of beers to you, and cheers of beers to all of you out there. Prost, as they say in Germany, Kapai, as they say in Japan. Oh, wow. Wicked awesome. No question about it. Folks, you know, we've got more work to do here. And it is time. Remember the Enchantment Under the Sea dance? Oh, yes, we do. Well, this doofus just tried to ruin it, okay? Oh, yeah. That's right, Biff Tannen. Because he was going to take Lorraine Baines to the dance. And, well, well, he did. But my, how things changed. Now, I wish I was looking hard for the version done by Marvin Berry, a.k.a. Harry Waters Jr. Unfortunately, it is not to be found anywhere, so I said, you know what? Why not go with the original? The original 1951 Jimmy Forrest Night Train. Squeeze me. This is a song that many DJs used on their Night Train show back in the 50s and 60s. Arnie Woo Woo Ginsburg, WMEX Boston Radio, 1510, I believe it was. Wimex winner, Saturday night. Arnie Woo Woo Ginsburg's Night Train show, he used this very song. A lot of others used it, but this is the original. Jimmy Forrest, awesome song. And let's show off Thomas F. Wilson, better known as Biff Tannen. 1951. Yeah! There he is, 1970. That's him in 1973, set in 1973, in that alternate 1985. Oh no, it was alternate 1985, I'm sorry. There you go, Biff Tannen. Oh, a villain for the ages indeed. Look at that collar, eh? Listen to that sax. That's right, Enchantment Under the Sea. You remember the scene? I know you do. Folks, I'm not going to fret the random facts of the day. Screw them. Random facts of the day are all coming from the Back to the Future trilogy. Why? Because it's my show and I feel like doing it that way. Besides, it wasn't shit for facts for today anyway. Not a whole lot that was really worthy. Did you know that the Back to the Future series, including all three parts, ranked at number 9 on IGN's top 25 movie franchises of all times? That was quoted in 2006. A persistent myth is that Michael J. Fox, oh my goodness, that is not a hunk right there. That's a hunk of oldness. He would have 78 there. A persistent myth is that Michael J. Fox had to learn to skateboard for the film. In fact, he was a reasonably skilled skateboarder, having ridden throughout high school. However, Per Welander acted as the skateboarding double for the complex scenes. So Michael J. Fox did his own scenes in some of them. Per Welander also choreographed and coordinated the skateboarding action together with Robert Schmelzer. Musician Mike Campbell did all of Michael J. Fox's singing, and he's credited as Marty McFly. Biff. What a kick-ass name, Biff. Biff's a cool name. There it is, the 1946 Merc. Oh yeah, the scene with the almanac. Classic. And under the bridge, or in the tunnel. Oh, what a song indeed. Did you know that Michael J. Fox is only 10 days younger than Leah Thompson, who played his mother in the movie, and is almost 3 years older than his on-screen dad, Crispin Glover? That's not very surprising, since most of their scenes take place in 1955. Makes sense. They were cast to match their younger selves' ages. Oh, there it is. Biff Tannen's casino. What a place. Looks like an awesome place to me. That's how I remember Biff, though. Biff! Oh, I hate manure. All these facts are actually from the first Back to the Future from 1985. Did you know that when Doc Brown, good old Doc Brown, Emmett Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd in expert fashion, when he first sends Einstein 1 minute into the future, the time elapsed between the DeLorean, when the DeLorean disappears and reappears, is actually 1 minute and 21 seconds, just as the reappearance occurred at 1:21 a.m. and the flux capacitor required 1.21 gigawatts, 1.21 million gigawatts of electricity. There you go, Biff. Thomas F. Wilson. Biff Tannen. Badass. Choking out George McFly. McFly! When Lorraine follows Marty back to Doc's house, she and Doc exchange an awkward greeting. This marks the only on-screen dialogue that Christopher Lloyd and Leah Thompson ever have, though they have appeared together in 5 movies and 1 TV movie. Wow. Didn't know that, did you? Well, now you do. Oh, there you go, Biff. Huh? Badass. Marty's guitar is used throughout the movie. Erlewine, Chiquita, Big Amp sequence, Ibanez Black Strat copy, scenes of Marty's band performing in the 80s, and a Gibson 1963 ES 345 TD when Marty's performing at the dance. Marty McFly mimics famous rock stars during the later part of his performance at the school dance when he starts playing heavy metal. His kicking of speakers comes from The Who. Playing the guitar while lying down, Angus Young of AC/DC, of course. Hopping across the stage with one leg kicked up, of course, the great Chuck Berry, my all-time favorite musician ever, the duck walk, and his solo, Jimi Hendrix style, and Eddie Van Halen. Awesome stuff. There you go. So that's your random facts of the day for the first one. You know, butthead. If you ain't watching, you're a butthead. Biff wins again. I know, showing a lot of Thomas F. Wilson, aren't we? Okay. One more of the great Thomas F. Wilson. Why not? Sums it up nicely. Boom. Biff. The tannin. Hell yeah. So, you know what time it is, right? We ain't leaving yet, folks. We got a real treat for you now. Because see, when we're going to bring out an angelic creature that we're about to bring out, you know what? Let's bring her out. Let's bring out Claudia Wells. Let's see what I can find of her, right? And then we'll bring out Elizabeth Shue, because she is gorgeous. And we're going to do that. Now, Claudia Wells, Jennifer in the first one, born July 5th, 1966. Squeeze me. We'll show some pictures of her real quick. Let's play Earth Angel, played by Harry Waters Jr., a.k.a. Marvin Berry in the movie, 1985. Kick-ass. A remake of the Penguins 1954 original. And there you go, Claudia Wells. That's how we remember her. Jennifer Parker. Oh yeah. Marty McFly's girlfriend. Oh, she's an angel indeed, and she has aged well. Oh yeah, we will forever remember her. Right there, baby. Big hair, must be the 80s. Oh! Yowza. "43 years old there, folks. Looking pretty damn good. I want one more of her. Alright, now we're going to bring out Elizabeth Shue, baby. Why? Because that's the love doctor for you. Allie and the Karate Kid. Elizabeth Shue, I have had a crush on forever. It's hard to believe she's going to be 50 years old this year. An angel indeed, sent from heaven above to us on earth. Elizabeth Shue, wicked hot. Oh, dear Lord. And folks, yes, she has shown her boobies before. And that I love. Oh! That is heavy. Oh, they're heavy. Jeez, kind of heavy there. But it's okay. That's better. Great Scott! She's hot. Wicked hot. I don't care if it's 1955, 1985, 2015, whatever. Elizabeth Shue is stunningly gorgeous. Period, dot, end of story. No question about it. Oh my goodness. Shorter hair, but who cares? Flex that bicep. Damn. Put me in a headlock. I don't mind. If I was single, of course. Come on. Here we go. What a lovely face indeed. Oh, wrong one. Yowza. Smoking hot. Great Scott. That's how I really like to remember her. Oh, if I could just show her boobies. But then I would lose my YouTube channel. And that would suck ass. And one more. Because that's the way we'd want it, right? Damn right, Liv Doctor. Leaving Las Vegas. Oh my goodness. Oh, clavage indeed. That's kind of reminiscent of another lady that we might have to feature. One more. What the hell? There you go. Elizabeth Shue. How do you do? Folks, you know, I got something special for you. How about the next song? This one absolutely rocks. Okay? This one right here is legendary. Because see, originally recorded by the great Chuck Berry, December 29th and 30th, 1957. Released February 1958. And oh, by the way, this song was very nicely done by Marty McFly in 1985, Back to the Future. The stuff of legends indeed. You're going to love this. We're bringing out his version of Johnny Be Good. Here we go. And you know what? I'm going to pump up the volume for this one. Because it's just that damn good.
Alright, this is an oldie. But, well, it's an oldie where I come from. Alright, guys, listen to some blues riff and beat. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
Badass.
Johnny Good. Never ever learned to read or write so well. He can play guitar just like he's ringing with the shade. Strolling to the rhythm that the travel made. People passing by, you know, they stop and say, oh my, that little country boy sure can play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny, be good.
Oh shit.
Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
Oh, then they did too. Alrighty. How about some more facts, right? Woo! While we bring out the third and final hunk of the day, wearing the life preservers, they called it in 1955, the life jacket, Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox. Oh yeah. Squeeze me. Now, Crispin Glover played George McFly in Back to the Future, but was replaced by Jeffrey Wiseman in Part 2. Wiseman was made up to look like Glover, so that this film can incorporate excerpts from the original. All shots of Wiseman are either from the back at an angle or with sunglasses so that the audience wouldn't notice that it was a different actor. See, I did not know that. Folks, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play the released version of Johnny Be Good. It was a little bit more mild. Also done by Marty McFly. Here you go. Listen to this in the background as I show off more. This is the theatrical released version. Not quite as wild as what we saw in film, but soundtrack. I'm sorry, released for the soundtrack. Elizabeth Shue was cast as Jennifer, and all the closing shots of Back to the Future were reshot for the beginning of this film. Claudia Wells, the first Jennifer, was unable to reprise her role, as she had stopped acting because her mother had been diagnosed with cancer. Well, that's a good woman, taking care of her mom. Way to go. You get the Love Doctor salute for that. Great Scott, indeed. She returned to acting for the independent film Still Waters Burn. Now, filmed at the same time as Back to the Future Part 3, Back to the Future Part 2 was, in the 5 years since the original Back to the Future was made, Michael J. Fox had forgotten how to ride a skateboard. Can you believe that? Yes, he did. Check this out. The ledge on the clock tower that Doc broke in Back to the Future is still broken when they go to 2015. Love the realism on that. First film appearance by Elijah Wood. He plays one of two video game boys that Marty speaks to in the diner near the start of the film. Now, when Hill Valley was created for the original Back to the Future, they built the town in the pristine 1955 condition and shot the middle of the movie. then damaged it for 1985 town and shot the beginning and end of the movie. When they decided to shoot Back to the Future Part 2, they had to clean up the set and restore it to the same condition it was in 1955. It actually cost more to rebuild the set than it cost to build it from scratch. Isn't that crazy? There you go. Despite the rumor that circulated in 1997, shortly after the Florida Marlins beat the Cleveland Indians in the World Series. I remember that. The movie does not spookily predict the result, okay? No mention is made of Florida winning the World Series at all. And the only mention of a Florida-based team is in a news broadcast which announces that the Chicago Cubs beat Miami in the 2000 World Series. The joke was at the Cubs' expense because they haven't won a World Series since 1908. The rumor was resurfaced in 2003 when the Cubs and Red Sox, which we all know were both cursed teams at the time, okay? They were both in the playoffs. I remember that well. Both teams came 5 outs from clinching, too, and going to the World Series. Or possibly going to the World Series. But the rumor in Boston said that the movie said the Sox would win. And the rumor in Chicago said Chicago would win. They couldn't make up their mind, I guess. Whatever. But the latter rumor obviously was correct, but the former team went on to win the following year. And that would be Florida. Oh yeah, the former team, the Red Sox. Jeez, how dare I forget that. Also worth mentioning is that the Florida Marlins will soon change their team name to the Miami Marlins, which they did, as we know. Okay? So technically a Miami-based team would exist by 2015. How about that? But because the Marlins are in the same league as the Cubs, we all know they will never face each other in the World Series. Okay? There you go. How about a little synopsis of some Michael J. Fox, DeLorean cool type stuff? Now check this out. Back to the Future Part 2 was the most advanced film of its time for using every trick in the book, according to Robert Zemeckis. It was in the late 80s when the concept of CGI was starting. However, in the film, very few CGI effects were actually needed. He's heavy, man. Doc tells Marty, just say no to Griff Tannen when they first arrived in 2015. That phrase was the popular Reagan administration slogan for peer pressure among the youth in the 80s. We know that. Ronald Reagan not only was spoofed in the film, but Fox's Alex P. Keaton, as we know, Michael J. Fox played Alex P. Keaton in Family Ties. He was a supporter of the president. One initial idea for the sequel had the first 2 acts the same, but the third act had Biff giving his younger self the almanac in the 60s, not 1955. So they thought about doing that. And then Marty went back to stop him. He ran into his parents again, who were now hippies, and almost stopped his own conception. Bob Zemeckis decided it was too similar an idea to the first film, and George and Lorraine would have been too old to be hippies. Came up with the idea of revisiting the original Back to the Future from different angles with the 2 Martys in 1955. And you know what? I think it worked out really well. How about some random facts of the day for Back to the Future Part 3? Why not, right? Sure. Cool, man. That's heavy. That's a heavy load of writing right there. Great Scott! That's a great scene, as we all know. Calvin Klein. That's what it says on your underwear. Oh, the ever-infamous hoverboard, of course. A horse dealership in 1885 is owned by the Statlers. In Back to the Future, there's an ad on the radio for Statler Toyota in 1985. In 1955, Statler Motors Studebaker is visible near the town theater. So that's kind of cool. Tied all that in together. The name on the manure wagon in 1885 reads A. Jones. In Back to the Future, the name on the manure truck in 1955 reads D. Jones. Little change there. Manure. I hate manure. Filmed at the same time as Back to the Future Part 2. Shoot. There's that there again. How about ZZ Top in the cameo performance? One of the film's composing bands have a cameo as the band in 1885 playing a variation of Doubleback. That's kind of neat. Don't forget to vote Mayor Goldie Wilson. All right. When Mad Dog tries to lynch Marty, Michael J. Fox was accidentally hanged. This is for real, folks. Michael J. Fox was accidentally hanged in the movie. It rendered him unconscious for a short period. He records this in his autobiography, Lucky Man. Lucky indeed. Jeez. All right. Again, there you go. Michael J. Fox, one last shot. Why not, right? Sure. All righty. I know what y'all thinking. You're missing a chick. Oh, yes, we are. And don't you worry, because I saved the best for last. Oh, did I ever. And we're going to save the last song of the day for right now as we go through the rest of the facts of the day. And there'll be a... you know what? I missed it. There was a random fact of the day question talking about which two teams appeared in the World Series. And my good friend from Illinois won that contest. Mike Taylor. Way to go, Mike. How you doing? There's your shout out for the show. And love playing in the old song pop. Keep it coming. You're a phenomenal, phenomenal player. And you know your music. You know your movies. And you nailed that question. Phenomenal. You said, yep, Chicago and Miami. And then my man Lurch, Jeff Nagengast. Lurch, you rang. He also chimed in even better because he said it was the Miami Cobras and the Chicago Cubs. So he added to it. And way to go, brother. Did a hell of a job. So, Lorraine Baines. Better played by Leah Thompson. Oh, yes. Folks, did you know that Clint Eastwood was actually asked for permission about his name being used for Marty in the film? He consented and was said to be tickled by the homage. Of course, that's awesome stuff right there. Let's bring out the last song of the day. And this one, it's a great way to finish because if I'm not mistaken, it was also in the ending credits. Back in Time, Huey Lewis and the News, 1985. Here you go. Going back in time because they did every time. And while we do that, we're going to go back in time and check out the lovely Leah Thompson. Lorraine Baines. Lorraine McFly. Now, folks, check this out. Each of Needles' henchmen come from one of the other gangs in the trilogy. That's kind of cool. J.J. Cohen played Skinhead in Biff's gang in Back to the Future, and Back to the Future 2. Okay? Ricky Dean Logan played Data in Griff's gang in Back to the Future 2, and Christopher Wynn played an unnamed member of Buford's gang in the third film. Cohen appears in all three movies. Which, oh, by the way, Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Thomas F. Wilson, James Tolkan, and Mark McClure, who had the lead scene in Part 2, and J.J. Cohen are the only actors to appear in all three Back to the Future movies. Nobody got it right, although my friend Lurch kind of sort of did. He named a lot of the characters, but not all of them. So, Lurch, you were not correct. Nobody else chimed in. But hey, good job nonetheless. Now you know. Doc's kiss with Clara makes Christopher Lloyd's first and only kissing scene throughout his entire movie career. Christopher Lloyd never had a kissing scene prior or since. Pretty wild. I don't know how many he's going to have. He's going to be 75 this year. The three old-timers in the saloon were played by Dub Taylor, Pat Buttram, and Harry Carey Jr., who played sidekicks, town drunks, and colorful townsfolk in hundreds of westerns and TV shows. Oh. In Back to the Future Part 2, Biff watches A Fistful of Dollars in the alternative 1985, in which Clint Eastwood's character uses steel plating underneath his poncho. Marty, calling himself Clint Eastwood, uses the hatch from a stove under his poncho in 1885. Oh my goodness. Remember that? Yeah. 1955 Enchantment on the Sea Dance. The sign at the train crossing in 1985 identifies the location, formerly Clayton Ravine, as Eastwood Ravine, named for Marty's character. Pretty cool. The scene where Marty and Jennifer kiss on the porch was the only scene shot while Back to the Future Part 2 was being made. Wow. Did not know that. Now you do. Leah Thompson older and bolder and looking badass still. Wow. Is that her nowadays? Interesting. Still looks good. Plays the older lady there, of course, Lorraine. That's in 1985. Makeup on. But that's how we like to know her. Take her back in time, 1985, when she was wicked hot. Now, of course, the series trademark is that in each film in the trilogy, Thomas F. Wilson, Biff Tannen, ends up covered in manure. Manure! I hate manure. What I did not know is Michael Winslow, famous voice actor, comedian, Officer Larvell Jones in all those Police Academy movies. Did you know that he performed the sound effects of Michael J. Fox's feet during the breakdancing sequence? Wow. That's how awesome Michael Winslow is. But folks, let's remember Leah Thompson, 1955. Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Wow, look at her there, eh? I think that's the alternate 1985, if I'm not mistaken. But that's how I love remembering Leah Thompson, right there. Looking wicked hot. Set in 1955, poodle skirt. There you go. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, it's time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. You might spray, drink, or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being an Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. I'm as good as Tom Brady. Manning! Or man-slapping women, or racism, or animal abuse. Things like that are just plain stupid. And definitely deserve a big, fat GFY. Folks, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.